If you live with a fearful, anxious, or reactive dog, I want to tell you something right now, friend to friend. I know how exhausting it is. I know the feeling of looking at your dog, wanting so badly to help them, and feeling completely helpless when they tremble, bark, or lunge at the world. As a canine psychologist with over 20 years in experience in the field, I work with thousands of dog parents just like you. And here is an absolute fact. You are not failing your dog. Most owners I meet are doing absolutely everything they can. They love their dogs fiercely. But here is the hard truth that 20 years in training has taught me. Somewhere along the way, well-meaning owners pick up habits that are quietly wrecking their dog's trust and making their fear worse, not better. Today, we are breaking it all down. I am revealing the 5 most common hidden mistakes people make with insecure dogs, backed by real canine behavioral science, and exactly what you should do instead to build unbreakable trust. Make sure you stay tuned until the very end, because mistake number 5 is a silent relationship killer, and it's likely happening in your house right now without you even realizing it. Let's dive in. Mistake number 1 is a technique many people call tough love, but in behavioral science, we call it flooding. This is the mistake of forcing your dog to stay near the thing they fear, hoping they will just get over it. Imagine you have a massive phobia of heights. Now imagine someone locks you in a glass elevator, sends it to the 100th floor, and tells you to just relax. You wouldn't get over your fear, you would have a panic attack. You might even shut down completely. When you drag your fearful dog into a crowded pet store or force them to sit tight while a loud delivery truck passes by, you are flooding their brain with cortisol and adrenaline. A groundbreaking study from the University of Lincoln on canine stress responses confirmed that when a dog's choice is removed, their stress levels skyrocket, leading to a state called learned helplessness. They stop reacting because they've given up hope, not because they are cured. Here is what to do instead. We use systematic desensitization. You must work at your dog's sub-threshold level. This means finding the exact distance where your dog can see the trigger, whether it's another dog, a trash can, or a skateboard, but they are far enough away that they can still take a treat from your hand and look at you. At that safe distance, you feed them high-value treats like chicken or cheese. You are rewriting their brain's software. You are telling them, see that scary thing? When it appears, good things happen to you. Over days or weeks, as their confidence grows, you slowly close the gap. Let your dog set the pace. Trust me, patience now saves you years of frustration later. Mistake number 2 is something every single good-hearted person does. I call it the sympathy trap. Your dog is trembling during a storm or hiding behind your legs because a guest walked in. Your human instinct screams, pick them up, hug them tight, and whisper, "Oh, poor baby, it's okay, it's okay." I have immense empathy for why you do this. You love them. But as a psychologist, I have to tell you, you are speaking human language to an animal mind. Dogs do not understand comfort the way humans do. In the canine world, intense affection, tight hugs, and high-pitched anxious energy from a leader mean one thing. You are right to be terrified. I am panicked too. You are accidentally marking and rewarding the panic state. You are telling the dog that their fear is justified. Here's what to do instead. Be the anchor, not the echo. When your dog is terrified, they don't need a worried parent. They need a calm, capable leader. Take a deep breath. Drop your shoulders. Keep your voice completely neutral or stay silent. If I am working with a highly reactive dog, I often tell my clients to hum a slow, calm song in their head. Your dog reads your heart rate and your breathing. The secret key is timing. Wait for the exact split second your dog takes a deep breath, shakes their body out, or looks away from the trigger. The moment they show even a tiny fraction of relaxation, that is when you softly praise them and give a treat. Reward the calmness, ignore the fear. Mistake number 3 is incredibly dangerous: punishing your dog for growling or showing discomfort. It is a tense moment. A child walks up or another dog gets close and your dog lets out a low growl. Instinctively, you might feel embarrassed or angry. You might yell, "Hey, no, stop that," or pull the leash sharply. But let me share a crucial concept from canine behavioral medicine. A growl is not an act of aggression. It is a boundary. It is your dog using their voice to say, "I am overwhelmed. I am scared. Please give me space." It is a beautiful gift of communication. Think of a growl like the rattle on a rattlesnake. If you cut off the snake's rattle, the snake doesn't become friendly. It becomes a silent killer that bites without warning. When you punish a growl, you successfully teach the dog to stop growling, but you haven't fixed the fear. You have just created a dog that is terrified, silent, and trapped. And that is exactly how you get a dog that bites out of nowhere. What do we do instead? We honor the warning. If your dog growls, do not scold them. Instead, calmly step in, create distance between your dog and the trigger, and thank your dog for telling you how they feel. Tell guests to completely ignore your dog. No eye contact, no reaching out to pet them. Let your dog realize that they have a say in their own safety. When they know you will protect their boundaries, they won't feel the need to fight to defend themselves. Building this level of trust takes time. And honestly, it takes the right guidance. If you were listening to this and realizing you've made some of these mistakes, please don't beat yourself up. We learn better, so we do better. Now, let's get straight back to the final 2 mistakes, because number 5 changes everything. Mistake number 4 is a lack of predictability in your daily routine. A famous study published in Applied Animal Behavior Science proved that dogs who live in highly predictable environments show significantly lower levels of baseline cortisol, the stress hormone, than dogs living in chaotic, unpredictable environments. Anxious dogs are constantly looking for threats. If their day is completely random, if they don't know when they will eat, when they will walk, or what the rules of the house are, their brain remains in a constant state of red alert. They cannot learn to trust the world if their own home feels unpredictable. The solution is beautiful in its simplicity. Structure equals safety. Create a solid, unshakable daily routine. Feed your dog at the exact same times. Implement clear house boundaries, like teaching a solid place command where they know they can rest undisturbed. When an anxious dog realizes that their day is entirely predictable and that you control all the resources calmly, a massive weight lifts off their shoulders. They can finally stop trying to manage the environment because they know you have everything completely under control. Finally, mistake number 5. The one that holds back almost every single dog owner I have ever coached. It is what I call the liftoff error, or celebrating too soon. Here's how it happens. You work hard for a week. Your dog has 3 amazing calm walks. They see a bicycle and they don't react. You feel incredible. You think, wow, my dog is cured. So the very next day, you take them to a massive, chaotic public park or a busy outdoor cafe, and suddenly your dog completely falls apart. They bark, they lunge, they panic, and they shut down. You feel heartbroken, and you feel like you are right back at square one. What actually happened? You jumped from level 2 straight to level 10. Behavioral progress is never a straight line. It is a staircase. When a dog has a few good days, their brain is still healing. Their neurological system is still fragile. Here is the expert rule to live by. Validate the micro milestones. When your dog has a great day, don't double the difficulty tomorrow. Instead, celebrate that small win. Keep the environment exactly the same and build a massive, solid foundation at that level before you even think about moving forward. End every single training session on a massive win, even if it's a tiny one. Remember, if your dog's genetics or past trauma made them deeply fearful, our goal isn't to create a perfect robotic dog. Our goal is to build a beautiful partnership based on mutual respect, empathy, and absolute trust. You have the hope, and with the right steps, your dog will find their peace. Thank you for watching this deep dive. Don't forget to check out our free resources in the description below. Subscribe to Dogory for more deep canine psychology, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.